Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, my sister, she left this morning. Left me with all kinds of goodies too. It's so cool. Do you see? There's an old picture of my dog, Kiddo, when he was just a baby. He's the source of he's the source of many inspirations. That little pooch there. You only see the three legs that he does have. It's just a shame. But anyways, that's when he was a child, when he was just a baby, ran through paint, poking, getting it all over the floor. It's kind of charming. Well, I bugged out of an apartment when I was a little whiles ago, and when I did, I gave my family everything. But anyways, and so it's showing back up now that I got my own place. That's a shame, just a shame. But anyways, I'm still going to try to get down to nothing. You know, that's the whole point of it. But I only got a second before I have to run off to work, even on this Saturday. But I've missed y'all, and well, not really. I've had a great time with PJ. But I want to let you know that this Bible, the Bible that we talk about all the time, is very relevant. And it says it's relevant. You look at how these people read it today, how they're still waiting on Jesus, and they believe everything being real and all. But I want to tell you about the spiritual side of this is just as real. You have to understand, when they talk about God's curse, the curse, when God's curse is on you, that's you, that you don't have God in you. And, all these people flapping their gums around here saying that they're all born again. No, they're not. This is just, you're just making it up. It's airy, stuff like that. When they say that there is no one to till the earth, when these prophets and these Bible get up there and they say wham, wham, wham to God and says, hey, listen, no one's doing it. That's what's going on right now. This is not make-believe. That stuff, it's just as relevant today. This is today things that are going on. That people they get pulled out of earth one at a time, out of this hell. Stuff like this is real. This is the stuff, okay? So the thing is not to be so afraid of it, but the idea is to recognize false. You can recognize what shit is, and also recognize that you're in hell here. This is a hellacious thing, and to actually understand that and recognize it isn't verifying any kind of evil. This is a situation no one can get rid of an evil. This idea of getting rid of the devil and stuff like that, then the entire universe would fall apart. There would, that's Father. You can't get rid of Father. You just can't do that at all. Bring Jesus on. We can't do that either. People in our bodies and stuff like that can't exist in that environment. That's an invisible energy situation. No. That has to go on the outside or stay on the inside. It's bad for health. But anyways, slumber is very much what's going on today. These people, they can't see what we see. If you're part of the we, if you cannot see what we're doing is, well, most people cannot see the spiritual side of our Bible. Most people can't comprehend the spiritual side of our Bible. They don't understand that when it says that that last little business talked about a lot of secrets about our Bible. It's talking about how many people die here on earth. They don't get pulled out and onto the other side. Very few come loose from this thing. This idea of a rapture where one will be left and one would no. They're talking about you. The idea is one of you goes up, which is your child, and what gets left behind is your past, because the death of you is gone. That's the whole point of going in and getting your brain set. This is real stuff. This is real stuff. They say, oh, how can you get knowledge from upstairs? That's the way it's always been. All of these stories say that the knowledge came from heaven to them. All right, and everyone keeps, that's some UFO reference. No, the Bible doesn't talk about it like that. There's no UFO reference in our electrical system here. It's talking about if you open up your mind, then it receives this beautiful stuff from the ether. And yes, this is where knowledge comes from. That's what it says. And you think you got to go get it in the books? Yeah, you got to get it in the book. You got to read the Bible. You got to fear it, So, whenever I hear people tell, I've made such a giant change. It's the idea that if someone really needs to dig in that Bible and need it, stuff like that, and they're fearing it, they're doing what God told them to do. But if someone comes around close to me, this is that idea of the tabernacles, if a stranger comes close by, the motherfucker's almost as good for dead, because that's what it's about. And this lure of coming back home, coming back to Father, coming back as a family, get mom and dad and you together, the three, is celebration. It's a wonderful time. And, what else did we hear in the last story? And for all of your trespasses and from all your all these bad things that you've been doing and blaspheming against me and shit like that, did I throw fire and hailstones at you? No. He says, why would I do that to you? I sent you on this trip. And you think I'm going to punish you for that? He just let you live life. Life has its own problems. You tit for tat, that's what happens, He was still there, and it's all about the soul, the pain in the body. The soul wants to feel it. Some of these things, it's like the main source wants to cry, wants to laugh, wants to holler, wants to scream, wants to be elated, wants to have all kinds of feelings. The soul can't do it without the body. There's this beautiful thing. So in order to give it up, we have to, run off with Father for a little while. And then one day you've had enough, This is real shit. This is relevant today as it was when they made this thing up. It's the fabric of our world. And everywhere you go, you're going to run into religion. You're going to get this choice again to either believe it or not. And as long as you're believing it, you're doing your works. All right. And that's that little, I used to say it as an artist. If we don't have the time to, I got to get some work done, but I have to wait and put it off. And I keep putting it off and I keep putting it off. Well, it's like a little spring inside you, which we'd say it's like Kundalini. I just haven't had the time yet, just haven't had the time yet. And it gets pressed down more and more and more. But man, that one day when you got the time, you're gone, baby. You're gone. And I'm gone. I got to go. I'll chat with you later. See you later. Love you.